husband replaced me because I told him he should lose weight. What have I done? Hi guys, it's me Sandy, female, 28 years old. I need your help to solve this life crisis of mine. I never thought my life would come to this turn, but yet here I am. So let me tell you what's going on. I'm a teacher at a kindergarten. I got married a year ago with my boyfriend of 2 years. My husband Sean, male 31, is a grocery store owner. In fact, we met at his grocery store itself. As cliche as it sounds, I dropped some stuff from my bag and Sean was there that day. He helped me collect everything, and that's how we started talking. I liked Sean. He wasn't the most good-looking person as such. He had a beer belly, so he wasn't that gym-type dude, which was my usual preference. But I was tired of dating those men and then to get either dumped or cheated. Sean seemed reliable. Not only because he wasn't very good-looking, but he gave that vibe, the reliable type. He was also financially stable in life. That grocery store was the most popular one in the entire area. A few weeks before I started dating Sean, I had a girls' night with my girlfriends, and we discussed how we should give ugly guys a chance as well because they will treat us well. Unlike the good-looking ones who made us chase them. I felt it was finally time to take that advice and implement it in my life. If you're thinking, wow, what a shallow person, then just wait a little. Let me tell you the entire story and then you'll realize my perspective. So like I said, I felt that I should give this guy a chance and see how things goes. So yeah, that's how we started talking. It was completely platonic at first, but then my interest for him grew with time. I started liking his humor and stuff. So after a few weeks, when Sean asked me out on a date, I was like, hell yeah. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, how we started dating. It's kind of bittersweet to remember that considering my present situation, but hell, I have no one else to blame other than myself. After we got in a relationship, everything turned out to be good. I think I fell in love with him at that time. After being in a relationship for around 2 years, we got married a year ago. So basically, we have been together for 3 years. But then everything got jinxed and I lost everything. My husband, my future, my marriage. Even though I thought that I had accepted Sean wholeheartedly, there was still some part of me that wanted him to change physically. I always kept thinking how he would become attractive if he just lost all that weight. But it was always just thoughts in my head for a few seconds, then I would shake it off. But it all got more serious when a few of my friends also got married. Looking back at it, I realize how effed up that was, but what's done is done. Me and my girlfriends met for brunch after our marriage, and they kept talking about how their spouses were so attractive. My friend Sophia couldn't stop gushing about her husband's abs. She showed me their pictures where they looked so beautiful. Everyone took their turns to show their couple pictures, but when my turn came, I felt like running away. Sean didn't look very attractive in person, but his pictures were even worse, and I didn't want to hear anything about that. But I found some courage and showed them our pictures. Their reaction made me feel so bad. When earlier everyone was doing aw and ooh and whatnot. In my turn, they smiled and were like, oh, cute, and gave a smile. It made me feel so bad, like I wanted those aw and whatever too. It felt like I had been compromised in the looks department by Sean, and not to toot my own horn, but I am a pretty girl. That's what everyone told me. Even since I was a child, I have always been complimented on my looks, and now it was like I was on the opposite end of the scale. I also wanted complimented about how me and my husband looked great together. I know it sounds childish, but I wanted that. I wanted that validation from others that we were a good-looking couple. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. I wasn't going to change my husband, but I was going to change him physically. By the time of dinner that day, I had already figured out a diet plan for him. I was just thinking of how to tell him to lose some weight. I had researched some gyms near our home, but bringing that topic felt like a massive task. I loved Sean, I didn't want him to feel bad, but this was really important to me. I just didn't know how to make him understand that. I mean, I thought this was going to be good for him also. Good health and whatnot. When he came home from the store, I served him dinner. He was shocked and started laughing when I told him that salad is our dinner. He gave me that expression like WTF is wrong, and I just shrugged that it's good for health. Did I mention that Sean really loved food? He was a big foodie. So serving him salad went as well as you could have thought. I was so consumed with my thoughts of changing his physical appearance that we stopped even having any physical relation. I thought that maybe that will motivate him to lose some weight. It was like an incentive for him. When he tried to initiate something, I used to change the topic and start talking about the fitness journey I was planning for him. This continued for a few more days. For breakfast, I replaced his waffle and pancakes with oats. I knew how in love he was with his food, and me changing it made him feel really bad. I wanted to drill into his mind that he had to lose weight, so I started making some comments on his body. If he was wearing a well-fitted shirt, I said, "Babe, isn't that too tight?" My intention was just to point out that he needs to lose some weight. I thought I was doing the right thing. putting him on a diet and making him conscious about his body so that he could have a better body. I even brought some brochures from the nearby gym for him. When I gave that to him, he gave me a look like I hurt him really badly. He asked me if I wasn't happy with how he was. He told me that he was noticing my behavior from the last few days. He said that he was tired of eating all this salad and stuff. He sighed and said that I'm turning it to someone he is not. He asked me if I was repulsed by his physical appearance. He asked that question with so much hurt that it made me feel bad. I told him that it's not that I found him repulsive or anything. I just wanted him to have better health. That was a lie. I couldn't tell him the real reason I was suddenly so concerned about everything. He told me that I'm making him the man he is not. He was happy being the way he is. It made me laugh, internally, of course. Was this dude delusional? How was he happy being like this? Wasn't there a part of him that wanted to be fit and good-looking? He also made it clear that he doesn't want to change. Well, that made me angry. I felt like he wasn't understanding my point of view. I was just trying to do the best for both of us. I wanted him to be more good-looking like my friend's husband so I could also post more pictures on social media and flaunt us. It quickly became a heated argument. He shouted that I shouldn't have married him if I couldn't accept him the way he is. At this point, my anger had skyrocketed. I told him that I couldn't bear to be in his company anymore and then went out for the night. When he asked me where I was going, I just told him that I needed space from him and to not wait for me. He was still fuming when I left, but I didn't pay attention to it. I quickly drove to the nearest bar in town and ordered myself a drink. I was still pissed at Sean for the way he reacted. Was I too wrong to turn him into a better person? I was in the middle of my thoughts when another guy came beside me. I didn't notice at first, but when he offered to buy me a drink, I looked at his side and got a wonderful surprise. He was a very handsome man, must be in his 30s and so hot. I couldn't move my eyes from his body. He gave a good-natured laugh after noticing my reaction to him. I started talking to him after that. He told me that he wasn't a local and was in town just for some work. He asked me what I was doing at a place like this all by myself. I shrugged and told him that I wanted to clear my head, so that's why I was here. He gave a look like he understood what I was saying. I feel guilty about this, but when I sat there with that handsome guy, I thought that maybe I should not have settled with Sean so quickly and should have gone with someone more like this guy. And I was still regretting my life choices when this guy asked me if I wanted to go to his car with me. That shocked me. I didn't expect that. Yes, I was pissed at Sean, but I was not going to sleep with some other dude. He laughed at my shocked expression and said that it wasn't what I was thinking. He just wanted to go somewhere more quiet and talk peacefully. I didn't think there was any harm in just talking to another man. So I went out with him. We were standing near his car. My back was on the door and we were standing there just talking. He was quite charming, flirting subtly about how he didn't expect to meet someone so pretty here. I don't know what came over me, but I just thought that I would never be able to be with someone like this. I have lost that chance, but what's stopping me right now to kiss him? I could kiss him for a bit and then go to our separate lives. I kissed him and he kissed me back. I was so lost in it that I didn't notice the sound of a car coming near us. When I finally moved away from him after a very long kiss, I got the biggest shock ever. Sean stood there with his hands in his pockets and he looked so mad. I was so shocked that my mind froze and I didn't know what to say. The guy from the bar looked confused as he saw the glare Sean was giving me. He asked if I knew that guy and that finally broke the stare down. I whispered that he was my husband, and the guy was so confused. He looked at Sean and told him that he wasn't a cheater. He didn't even know that I was married, otherwise he wouldn't have looked at me. What was wrong with this guy, I thought to myself. I needed help at that moment and he seemed to even worsen everything for me. I moved to Sean to explain something, anything. I thought that maybe I could calm him down and just apologize to him. It was just a kiss anyway, I didn't sleep with someone else. After the guy went again in the bar murmuring something about cheaters, I tried to go to Sean, to explain to him that I was so sorry, but he was faster than me. He came to me and held me tightly by my ponytail and angrily told me that we were over. He said that he was putting up with all my tantrums because he thought that I was loyal to him. He then said, which broke my heart, he said that he regrets that he got married to a WH*re like me. I was so hurt by that statement. How can my own husband say something so mean to me? He said that he was thinking that he shouldn't be with someone who cannot value him and only wants shallow things. But seeing me kissing someone made him sure that I'm not what he wanted. He told me to not bother coming home. He'll send my things later. He said that he doesn't want to waste a second of his time with a bi*ch like me. He left me there and went. At this point, I completely broke down in the middle of the road. How can one night change everything so bad? I didn't know what to do, so I went to my parents' place who live in the same town. I spent the whole night crying and then passed out from exhaustion. The next day, I tried to contact Sean to give me another chance. I had hoped that maybe he was more calmed down now. It was all in vain because he even blocked me. After waiting for another 3 or 4 days, I had finally given up. I told my mother everything that had happened. She was really disappointed with me. She said she thought she had raised me better than that. She even went on to say that Sean was the best decision of my life and I ruined it all. I kept waiting for a few more days. I felt so guilty of destroying my entire relationship because of something so shallow as physical appearance. I only heard from Sean's lawyer who told me that he wants a separation from me. That made me have another breakdown. He had filed the paper also. After a few days, I was coming from school when I saw Sean. He wasn't alone. And when I saw what he was doing, I got the heartbreak of my life. He was kissing someone else. The pain I felt at seeing him with someone else cannot be described. I thought that maybe this is my karma serving me back. It has been more than 2 months since our relationship ended, and just a few days back, I got to know from a few other friends that Sean got a new girlfriend. Apparently, I was all wrong about his looks because many girls find him really attractive. His new girlfriend is prettier than me and even more successful in life. I was drowning in heartbreak that I literally pushed him in the arms of another woman when he was ready to be with me our whole life. And now I was alone and had no one to blame except me and my stupidity. Our separation was finalized by the court on the basis of mutual agreement. Sean was kind enough to not ruin my reputation by saying that I cheated on him. Since I had already signed the prenup, I wasn't getting anything from him that was fair as well. I didn't want his money. So yeah, guys, that's life. I thought I should share it here because I share most of the important things of my life with you guys. I would ask you to be kind with your words and give me some strength to deal with this storm. Bye-bye. Comment 1. Seriously? You need strength for what? To cheat again? Comment 2. I don't get women. They body shame about men so easily, but you say one thing about their body and they start talking about feminism. Update. Guys, it's been 4 months since I last posted. I have another update for you all. Sean is opening another grocery store. He's getting super successful in life with his girlfriend in their new fancier home. Someone told me that she told him that she doesn't want to live in a place which has my bitchy memories. I run into Sean sometimes. When I say run into, I mean I look at him from a far distance. I don't have the guts to face him. He has put on more weight, but honestly, that makes him look even more attractive now. I have gotten a small studio apartment for myself. My parents helped me move in. Sean had sent everything that was mine, but the apartment is so tiny I couldn't fit it. So I have kept more of my stuff at my parents' storeroom. It's so funny that someone is living the life I planned with Sean, moving into a bigger house, opening up more stores, whereas here I am broke and single. Even my friends are ignoring me. They say their husbands have told them that I'm a bad influence. If I can cheat on a wonderful guy like Sean, then what's stopping me from convincing them to do the same? In 6 months, I have gone from living my dream life to living my nightmare. Anyways, that's all. Take care. I gotta go to bed for school tomorrow. Bye, guys.